I just have questions.
I do
All right,
too.
so we were debating the children and racing thing. We have a man on the line.
I'm not worried about that.
We have a man on the line
100%.
who can speak about
Makes
this.
a difference.
He's the Daytona Supercross winner, Justin Brayton. What's up, JB?
What's up, guys? What's happening in there?
JB.
Big debates here on the show tonight. We're kind of just reaching out to different people. We had Zacho on earlier, and now we have you. Hope everything's well. Happy holidays and all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Zacho kids and is still.
I know. Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here. What's
okay,
up?
so-
What's up,
okay.
JB?
So JB, we're talking about Supercross. I said I'm wondering about Kenny for all the things that we said, and RV brought up he had a child, and to be focused at the level you need to be focused at, and the time that is needed to raise a child, even if the wife is doing most of the work, is tough to do. Ryan says.
And I
every
disagree.
And Jake disagreed.
every male is different. Also,
I know. So JB, how is it? How is it having a child or two and trying to win races?
Man, we could go so many different directions with this, but I honestly think it just depends on who the guy is, the situation, the family situation. For me, it was motivating. Like, it was super motivating to, I wanted to do better than ever. I wanted to support my family. Like, I had a legit family to support them, and it's not just like you and your wife, and now I actually have a kid there, and so yeah, for me it's more motivating. I think everybody's a little bit different. I honestly feel like it'll only help Kenny. I really do. I think now he has like some true purpose that he has to go out and perform, and not that he has to, but I just think it makes for a fun story. It makes for a cool podium picture. There's like so many different things, and then you figure out different ways after doing it for so long. Like, you have to figure out different ways to stay motivated. So that's one that keeps you motivated, and then maybe you have another kid or certain things that keep you going. But yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I think both have a good point. I mean,
so JB, do you think that I already know how I felt about it. Like, I can see myself like being like want to be hesitant and not wanting to get hurt because I want to be able to go and do all the things that you can do with your kids when you're, and obviously it's a very slim majority that actually have issues with what we do, right? Like with our racing that end up being, paralyzed or this or that. And that's the worst scenario. We all end up with injuries, and that's what our sport is. But like, I just think my brain goes through like what I think is like, okay, I got 2 kids and it's like, I'm going to go out here and I think the line that gets drawn in the sand for me is like, okay, if I do it because I have to do it for work and a job and I provide for my family, that's one. And then after I'm done providing, if I have enough to provide, then that's like, okay, well, now I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to put myself in that position.
yeah, I could see that too. But also, I'm at the point now to where, like, I'm teaching my kids life lessons all the time. Like, this is truly my dream. So, like, especially my daughter, she's 6, going to be 7. Now she gets it. She's like, dang, Dad's actually living his dream. This is what he wants to do. This is what he's always wanted to do. So now I'm, like, teaching her, like, if you work super hard and if you're passionate about something, you can do anything. You can literally do anything. So that's, like, where there's so many teachable moments. And then also for me with changing, like, if I still had to race motocross, I'd have been done a long time ago. It just wasn't that fun for me. It's 12 months out of, it was just a full schedule. So now I choose, like, obviously Australia and get to do it as a family. And so there's so many teachable moments that I wouldn't get to do if it wasn't me racing.
So JB,
sounds like it's Weimer, Mathis, and JB on one side.
No, so
and RV on the other side.
Here's JB. I looked at it, which, like, this didn't really work out for my scenario, but my mentality was, and I'm assuming maybe you feel similar, maybe not identical, but it's like when you're, whether you're single or married, girlfriend, no girlfriend, whatever, but I always felt this pressure, like, this is what makes me, right? Like, this is what validates me and makes me feel like I'm okay. And then I got married, and then I had a child, and then it was like, well, I don't need this to make me feel okay, because at the end of the day, if I get 15th, I go home and I have my wife, my child. That doesn't define me as a person because I have my crew at home. This is just like icing on the top. That it's like you're saying, you can prove a point. Like, you work hard, you're dedicated to something, you care about something, and you can show your children. Which my child was a little bit young.
What about
when
if you have
I was,
$30 million in the bank like RV?
All right, so fuck. But I do.
think
Does that change
different.
anything?
I do understand
It's a
where.
little different.
What's that, Brayton?
It makes
RV
it different.
situation's a little bit different.
It is.
100%.
For sure. So
Yes.
100%.
me and Jake
Right.
don't have $30 million in the bank, but also I think RV situation is different.
Why are you shaking your head?
Because how the fuck do you think I have $30 million in the bank?
How much do you have in the bank?
I don't know. Look up Forbes or whatever it fucking says. It says
Okay, if you look
million.
at your years that you won.
What's your login? I'm gonna log in right now.
All right, so but I
Hey,
will.
Brayton, how much do you think RV has in the bank for reals? 30 million, right? 20?
I don't know. He has 100 more thousand than he should because I should have parked him in Phoenix in 14.
Yay! That's right. That's right. But I
You
will
should've.
say,
Yeah, you should.
You got Venmo, Brayton? He'll send it to you right now.
I will say that it is like looking back now. I do wish there is a part of me that wishes that I was racing now inside of stadiums, so my children could see
Yes, yeah.
who I was
See,
and what I did.
You're turning a little bit. You're turning a little.
He's starting to turn.
No, I wish that
Do you
because
think
now
comeback 2022?
there's no comeback.
Show
But-
him the GP loop out. Just show him the GP loop out.
Get out of here. I'm just saying that like there is a part of that I could understand. I
Right.
guess now, like
Yeah.
talking to people, you JB and Jake, and not you Mathis, but like if my kids are 4, and it's like they see my stuff and it's on YouTube and whatever else, but
Yeah.
they'll never see me race professionally ever again live, ever.
Yeah, that would would be cool for them to see that for sure. Yeah.
I mean,
And also